This is Michael Gerace with Clearview Sewer Cams. It is August 31st, 2022. We're at 3038 3038 Charlotte Street, Newbury Park, California, performing a waistline and sewer line inspection through the waistline cleanout. It's a 3-inch ABS plastic waistline cleanout at the back of the house next to the barbecue area. And there's the barbecue area in the backyard. And this is our 3-inch ABS plastic waistline cleanout. We're going to set our camera right at the opening, zero out our camera monitor, and we're going to begin our inspection. Pushing our camera through the 3-inch ABS plastic waistline. I'm going to attempt to get out to the front of the house, hopefully, and then maybe we can locate a mainline sewer cleanout buried somewhere or that we could not find. Making some turns, and these turns appear to be in fair and maintainable condition. Running out. Coming up to an inlet, and those joints appear to be in fair and maintainable condition. I'm going to continue to run the camera out. We have a long length of ABS plastic piping, and then we'll be coming up to some other fittings. Continuing out toward the front of the house. Coming up to some other fittings right here, and those joints appear to be in fair and maintainable condition. Another inlet. Now pause for one moment. Okay, we're going to continue pushing out now. Got a little tiny bit of water sitting at the bottom of the pipe, a little flat spot. Doesn't appear to be terrible, and it's only a few feet. Now we're pushing out. The water is draining. Again, we're pushing out toward the front of the house. Got another inlet. And those joints appear to be in fair and maintainable condition. We're coming up to some other fittings, and appears to be another inlet here at about 40 feet. Those joints appear to be in fair and maintainable condition at this time. We're going to continue to push out. We're going to run some water after, and we're just going to double check the line, make sure we get some water in the line, see what's draining good and what's not. And right there we had a little bit of a dip, a little bit of a belly in the pipe before that fitting. Not terrible. Now we have more grade. We can see we're going downhill more, and appears to be draining out okay. But as I said, we'll run water after we start pulling back, and we'll see if we go through some dips and bellies. We want to try and run out first so we could see the condition of the pipe. Then we'll run water to see if we have any more bellies in the piping. Dips where maybe the piping wasn't compacted. It wasn't compacted good underneath the piping, and it kind of settled a little bit possibly. So we're going to continue pushing out. Now we're coming up to another joint. Appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. Going to continue pushing out. Have a little bit of buildup on the sides of the pipe right there. Not terrible. That should wash through with normal usage. It's out a little ways, so you will get a little bit more buildup. We're at about 65 feet now. Continuing to push out. Long length of ABS plastic piping. Coming up to another fitting. We're going to go slow here. Keep going, Steve. Keep pushing in. These are just turns right here. We're making some turns, and the joints appear to be in fair and maintainable condition. Pull back a little tiny bit. Great. Okay, go ahead and push back in. At about 75 feet. We'll check that after. That could be a clean out. No, we're going to pause for a moment. Pull back about 3 feet. Let's check that and see where we're at. Going to pull back to about 75 feet right there. We're going to take a look and see if we can locate that area. I'm going to pause for a moment. Okay, we located this area right at the left front corner of the garage as you're facing the house from the street. There is a clay pot right at the left front corner of the garage, and we believe that the piping is right under there. We did locate the piping at 3 foot 2 inches deep. We think there may be a clean out possibly under there. We don't know if it was brought up to grade or not there. There should be no reason for a fitting in that area except for a clean out. So we're going to continue running out toward the street. Should have a long length of ABS plastic piping now. And we're going to make another turn right here. And those joints appear to be in fair and maintainable condition. And again, we're running out toward the street. Long length of ABS plastic piping, and we're coming up to another joint right in front of us. And right here we got a little bit of root intrusion coming down, probably through the test tee. This should be right at the property line. Pull back just a little tiny bit, Steve. There is a pull back a little bit, a little more. Okay, you can see the roots hanging down, and that's probably through the cap of the test tee. Test tee is used to test the sewer line and fill it up from this point back to the house to test it when it is installed. Very minor roots, can probably use Root X, R-O-O-T-X, to keep these roots at bay. So we're going to continue to push out now, and we should be going into the lateral piping right now out into the street. Probably have about another 20 to 25 feet, making another turn, and now we transition to appears to be green SDR sewer piping, more than likely. Could be PVC that's kind of tainted, but it looks like it's green SDR sewer piping. This is the lateral in the street. We're going to continue to push out. Coming up on another joint right here. And it transitions to PVC and then green SDR sewer piping again. So we're going to continue to push out. I got a long length of SDR 35 sewer piping. This should be a 6-inch lateral. Has a little bit of debris in the bottom of the pipe, but nothing to worry about. We do not believe it will cause any issues. That stuff builds up a little bit and then washes back out over time with normal showers and laundry and such. We're pushing out, and we should be coming upon the city sewer in this, maybe in the next 10 feet or so. Pushing out, and we're coming upon a turn. This should be city sewer past here. Coming up to a PVC fitting right here, and we're going to push out slowly, and we're right toward the edge of the saddle, and that is the city sewer. At 118 feet, we're going to pull back very, very slowly right to the edge of the saddle. And that is the edge of the saddle fitting. And that's the end of the homeowner's responsibility. They own the sewer line on the property, and they also own the piping, the lateral in the street, all the way to this point. This city sewer saddle fitting that ties into the city sewer is the homeowner's responsibility. And now we're going to continue pulling back slowly, and we'll check that saddle fitting real good. Saddle fitting looks like it's lined up nicely. Don't see any root intrusions, no breaks, no separations. Everything looks good there, and we're back into the SDR 35 sewer piping, and we're going to continue to pull back. Now we'll pull back all the way back to our waistline cleanout. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and we're going to run some water for just a moment so that we can check the line on the way back to see if there is any dips and bellies. So we're going to pause for a moment. Okay, we're going to begin pulling back. and got some water. We had water running. Water subsided quite a bit. Have just a little tiny bit running going down the pipe right now. We already took a look at all the piping. Now we're just taking a look to make sure that we don't have any major bellies in the line because the piping was dry. Kind of hard to tell if you have major bellies unless you run water, and then we get the line filled up, and then we'll see if there's big dips or bellies in the line. We're pulling back, coming back toward the property line. Should be transitioning here shortly to black ABS plastic piping right there. Now we're going to continue pulling back. Everything looks to be draining fairly well right now. See, it's all going down. If we have a belly in the line, you're going to see where we have a dip and we're going to be holding water, and the camera will probably go underwater if we do have a belly or a dip in the line. So we're going to continue pulling back. As I said, we already looked at all of the ABS plastic piping, all of the green SDR sewer piping, and the fittings, and we appeared to be in fair and maintainable condition. Just had that one root intrusion at the test tee by the property line. And again, as I said, you could flush a chemical called Root X, ROOTX, down the toilet once a year, and that should keep the roots at bay. Everything's still draining down the line. No major dips, no major bellies. Everything's still moving and going down the line. Make a turn here. Coming back toward our ABS plastic waistline cleanout. Have an inlet there underneath the house. Inlets from the fixtures, that might be from the full bathroom downstairs. Now we have a little bit of water holding right there, tiny bit. Nothing to worry about, it's still flowing right here. It's very, very minute, nothing that we would be concerned about. Coming back toward our clean out, we're 21 feet out. Again, everything looks to be draining nicely. We ran a lot of water through the system from upstairs, the master bath, from the bathroom upstairs, the other bathroom, and also from the downstairs bathroom. Pulling back, and we're about 7-8 feet from our waistline clean out. Everything looks to be clean and in fair and maintainable condition at this time. And now we're pulling up. We're pulling out of our waistline clean out. And that will conclude our waistline and video line inspection. Thank you.